Eric Bieniemy, as we all know, has now moved on. He's calling the plays. You'll have the menu in front of him for the Washington Commanders, who have a ton of weapons.
Oh, gosh.
Is it going to be Sam Howell? What do you think they do?
I think so. And we heard Coach Rivera say it's his job to lose. And I think what I've seen of, we better buckle up. This is going to get fast real quick.
Okay, sounds good.
This
on a change. Texas A&M is the first running back to run here.
Legit track background. Legit speed.
Achane is absolutely.
I think that second number, whether on this next run or once we get the officials, will be a 2. He's got that type of speed.
Achane right down the line there, and he ran a 4.34, so that's an outstanding mark to set to start.
I think he's the fastest of the group, and we'll see if anybody can beat that number. He set the bar.
Is Tank Bigsby of Auburn.
Tank Bigsby's a really good player. Stumbled a little bit there.
4, 5, 6. Earned the nickname Tank because he knocked into things as a toddler. Stacey?
Guys, I talked to Brett Veach today, the general manager of the Chiefs, and I wanted to know, because of Pacheco's success, what did you fall in love with in this process? It was really interesting. He told me they loved his size, his speed, aggressive running temperament, but the one thing he didn't show a lot of was his pass catching. They just didn't ask him to do a lot in that area, so they didn't know if he actually could do that. And then through the All-Star performance, East-West, stuff like that, the Combine, his pro day, they felt like he looked comfortable enough in the pass game. And then they got him to OTAs, you guys, and he was pretty good. So just kind of an idea of, like, you know, the ability to evaluate a player like Isaiah Pacheco, which the Chiefs obviously did, and he scored, a touchdown in the Super Bowl.
He's pretty darn good. Chase Brown, whose brother Sidney we saw Friday night in the safety group, just ran a 4.43. His brother ran a 4.47 the other night.
Bragging rights.
So bragging rights are always crucial. Here's Zach Charbonnet.
Yeah, I really like watching him play. I thought he would come out in last year's draft, decided to go back to Westwood. And another great year. Back-to-back 1,000-yard rushing seasons.
From the famed Oaks Christian High School in Southern California, went to Michigan, then transferred to UCLA, and now he's here to the Combine.
Let me give you
4, 5, 6.
Give you some numbers here, Rich. If you look at running backs, the top 10 in scrimmage yards last year in the NFL, they averaged 5'10" and 3/4 in height, 219 pounds, with a 4.52 40.
This time on Evans of Louisville, we saw his quarterback yesterday. He goes 4.54.
This is the number. It's right where you want to be.
Here is player 28 on your top 50, DJ. Gibbs.
Jahmyr Gibbs has got big-time juice when you watch him. I'm curious to see what this time looks like. He plays so fast.
He says he models his game after Christian McCaffrey and Aaron Jones, who, if I'm not mistaken, is on the field for NFL Plus right now. So
I thought more Alvin Kamara, just what he does in the pass game.
Hopefully we hook them up.
You got to hold it for a count.
That might have been the longest false start ever. He wound up on the 25-yard line before turning around.
Trying it out.
Here's Alvin Kamara's former coach, now in Denver. Question is, will Javonte Williams be back? He blew out his knee. What's the running back situation going to look like in Denver?
Get him back in the mix and then get Garrett Bowles back at left tackle. Those two injuries were crucial last year. So we're looking at Gibbs here. We talked about Kamara as kind of a comfort in the pass game. He is a slashing runner. Big-time burst. They use him on jet sweeps. They'll get him out in routes as well. Really good in the screen game.
10 total touchdowns.
Clean start. Fast time.
4-4 flat.
He's one of those guys, you can feel his speed. When you're watching it, you can just feel it. And you're playing in that conference, you see speed everywhere, and he looks fast among fast guys.
One of his predecessors is expected to either hit it big or get franchise tagged after leading the league in rushing last year. Josh Jacobs is in Las Vegas. Evan Hull.
Particularly in the pass game, he can really catch it. That's a wonderful time for him. 54 grabs last year. They'll line him up some in the slot.
He just scored a touchdown.
Really good in short yardage. He's more than willing in pass protection. And that's a fantastic time.
Well, not a lot of guys wind up in the end zone running the 40-yard dash.
Oh, he took it all the way.
He did to the house. That was the 100-yard dash I think he just ran.
Hey, finish every rep.
You do start on the goal line from one end zone and you just swing 100 yards.
Baby, this is don't sleep on Achane Johnson. Don't just label him the other running back in Texas. He's moving.
4.59.
That's a big back, 219 pounds. See him return kicks there for the Longhorns, and Bijan Robinson, rightfully so, gets the headlines, but Achane Johnson, I think, is going to be a starting running back in the NFL as well.
Stop me if you've heard this one. Georgia Bulldog.
Kenny McIntosh. He's an excellent route runner out of the backfield. Yeah, they rotate a lot of backs.
4.63.
Kenny McIntosh doesn't have the speed of Tony Pollard, but his play style is very similar to Tony Pollard.
As we all know, the running game of the Bears last year vastly improved. You take a look at it, right? I mean, Fields played well. You know, David Montgomery and the rest of the running game fared well. It's like they started 2-1 and then didn't win a game the rest of the year. But how did that happen? How did they first on the clock? I know. Yeah,
well, in your running game, your quarterback puts up a K.
That's it.
That's going to
I know.
running game. It's also going to help your backs because you got to account for the quarterback.
Right.
Ball off. But they've got to get better in the passing game, and Justin's got to get better, and they've got to put better pieces around him.
They only know a world where the Chiefs always win.
That is their world. That's great. Keaton Mitchell, by the way, and you get the numbers on him in the fall. He has hit close to 21 miles per hour, so he's got juice. He's got some kickoff returns as well. Catching the ball is going to be his thing. We'll see him be a little more consistent in that area, but speed has not been a question.
Oh boy, 4.38. You can see it. Let's see it coming.
It's fun to watch. He's undersized. He's a little under 5'8". He's 179 pounds, but he can roll.
Cam Peoples now from Appalachian State. I've heard of that program.
Go. It's our second Mountaineer at the Combine this year. He is a big back, 217 pounds, and I think he's really cut weight to get to 217. In the mid-220s. He can stride it out when he gets going. So what type of time he can pull together here. Hoping for something in the 4.5s. Let's see if we can get there. Almost.
That's crazy.
Prince now.
Man.
Tulsa.
A little bit high, gives a little bit too much surface to hit there, but he does have long speed. See at the Temple game with an 84-yard touchdown, so he can get out and go in the open field. There you go.
4.41. Nicely done. All right,
Here we go.
man of the hour. Number 4 on Daniel Jeremiah's draft board. Last time he had a running back in the top 5 of his top 50 was Saquon Barkley. Now here's Bijan Robinson of Texas football coming at you in a combine in Indianapolis.
Fast enough there. He had a little stumble even at the start right there. Still posted a great time.
We'll have the second shot at it.
See that little stumble right when he started to drift a little bit off center. So he can go low 4.4s. He's a powerfully built guy.
Fourth Texas player to win the famed Doak Walker Award. Robinson now Tavian Thomas.
Tavian Thomas, more of a power back. Actually, compared him to Garrett Blunt, be interesting. I know Garrett Blunt did not run a fast 40, but had a great career.
And then the final running back to run a 40 for the first time. We'll do it all again. So Roderick Thompson Jr. of Texas Tech.
Hey, you know you're going to get thrown the ball at Texas Tech. 23 catches out of the backfield.
4.68. We'll do it all again. We'll take a break and show you what you missed. So he's number 4 on Daniel Jeremiah's draft board, and his 40 was a 4.4.
There you go.
This was Sesame Street. That run will be brought to you by the number 4.